Hello zombies! Today I am turning myself into Ripley. Oh wait, no I'm not, because the video did not reach 200,000 likes. The video did hit 200,000 likes, so I guess that's coming. My roommate is a genius. She's also my best friend. I've been trying to convince her to film with me because she's the best, but she's been camera shy. But guess what? Today is the day that I convinced her to film at least a little bit with me. Katy had the brilliant idea to kind of reinvent that trend of I tried following Blank's makeup tutorial, but using only the audio or the voiceover. That's something that I think most people on YouTube who do makeup tutorials don't really think about. Even as someone who makes makeup tutorials myself, I don't think I've ever thought about if my videos were useful going just off of audio, and that matters to someone who's visually impaired. And if it ends badly, it's not to say that the tutorial should have been more thorough in its instruction. I just think it would be a really interesting way to use a makeup tutorial in a way that we don't usually see. If it turns out great, then that's also interesting, because that would mean that the instruction is exceptionally good, even if maybe that person didn't think about explaining it for someone who couldn't even see what was on screen. You feel me? Well, let's get to the fun stuff. Katy! She looks scared. Don't be scared. You would take up all the space. Katy has an aversion to sitting on a chair normally.
Sorry.
Look, you're not even in the frame.
How do you do this?
Now I'm not in the frame. Get close to me. This is Katy.
Hi.
Oh my god.
I can't do it.
The littlest of highs. She's shy, even though she's not. Do you need more vodka?
Yes, I do.
She told me that I needed to get her drunk to film this tutorial. So we went out last night so I could get her drunk. And then we just didn't film. There's got to be a sweet spot of like tipsy enough that you want to film, but not so tipsy that we don't film at all. We'll find it someday.
Alright, I'm getting a bottle of wine.
A bottle of wine?
I'll be back.
Hi guys, it's just me and Ripley here. Ripley's had some plastic surgery, but I hope that you guys love her anyway. Look at that face! This is Katy's dog. He looks crazy, like a crazy little man. She came back with a whole bottle of wine. That's your first impression on the whole world of YouTube. It's just taking a
Pretty good.
This is now a Katy gets drunk makeup tutorial. Wait, I'm not forcing her to drink. I feel like I should clarify that. I am not forcing her to drink. Am I forcing you to drink?
No.
It's exactly what a captor would make someone say. This is gonna be a meme. You know, like the drinking tea meme? It's gonna be the Katy drinking wine slightly off camera meme. You're drinking that wine really fast. Are you desperate to feel something?
Yes.
Aren't we all?
Okay. True.
Do you want to tell them about how genius you are? I'm gonna listen, y'all. This one's so talented. She's so good with makeup, and yet she won't let her beautiful personality flourish on camera for some unknown reason.
Because I don't have one.
Because you don't have a personality?
It's a behind-the-scenes personality.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's kicking in.
Good.
10 out of 10, do recommend.
We're gonna get it.
What if like all of a sudden I just like turned on and I was like, so what you're gonna do is...
Yes, please.
I would never.
So I haven't seen the tutorial that we're gonna go off of today. I had her pick it. One, because this is her idea, and two, because I obviously can't look up the tutorial I'm gonna use, otherwise I would know what the final look looks like. You know, it'd be like cheating. So whose tutorial are we gonna do?
James Charles.
You already know that from the title.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay, so James. That's good because I've watched a lot of James's videos, but I don't think I've watched any just straight, it's a straight makeup tutorial, I assume?
Yes.
I haven't watched any straight makeup tutorial of his, I don't think, because fun fact about me, I actually don't watch makeup tutorials, like at all. She's like a serial makeup tutorialist. You know all the people and all the things.
Makeup tutorial watcher.
Serial makeup tutorial watcher.
Watcherist.
Watcherist. Technical term. So I can almost guarantee I haven't seen the video. I don't know what the final look is. Okay, so why did you pick this tutorial though over all the other possible tutorials in the world?
I chose this tutorial because it says even in the title that it's a makeup look for beginners. And he says, like, I'm doing a super complicated look, but it's super in depth, so you could follow it.
Okay.
So I figured
It's
it'd be...
complicated?
Yes.
Great.
It's complicated. Yeah.
So, in theory, I'll nail it.
Yeah. I wanted to pick something that you would nail, though. I didn't want to sabotage you.
Oh, thank you. All right, James, don't hate me if I butcher the hell out of this. I know that you didn't make the video with the intent of no one watching it and only listening to it, but today I ain't watching it. Let's do it. Are you drunk yet?
It doesn't matter anymore. Good luck.
Thanks.
Get in there.
You're not going far. You gotta help me. Before I started filming, Katy told me to make sure that my base was already on, because I guess the tutorial doesn't cover base in this video, so I got my base ready on my face. I like this. It's like, I feel like I'm growing something, like a plant.
Hi sisters, James Charles here, warning you guys right now, today's video is going to be a very, very long one, so grab your pankitty drinkities, grab your snackity wackity woos, and brace yourself. Now you're probably looking at this and saying, oh my god sister, we are normal people, none of us want to rock a sunset half cut crease on an everyday basis, and trust me.
A what? A sunset half cut crease?
Yes.
Okay, alright, so I have some clues already. That's actually helpful.
It is.
That he described it.
It's a good video to follow along too.
Sunset half cut crease though. I don't even know what a half cut crease is.
Girl, you're about to learn.
I'm about to learn, you're right.
Since we're only going to be focusing on this area today and I really want to give you guys the best view possible, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you right in so you can see super close up.
Thanks,
so my
James.
first step for my eye makeup is always my eyebrows. More recently, I actually changed them a little bit more by tweezing off almost my entire brow tail.
Yo, shaving off the brow tail is where it's at. I agree. Don't let your brow tails bring you down, man. Mine go down and they bring me down. I'm ready to shave them off again. I mean, if James is saying that I have to get rid of my brow tail, I might just have to.
So more recently, I've been lifting my tail upwards, which gives my face a more lifted and snatched look.
I agree. That's it. Let's get the razor. I need a razor blade. I'm shaving off my tails. James said I had to. Whoops. Sorry, Kelly.
Really, you want a razor?
Yeah.
The one that you shave your legs with?
I heard James say, get the razor out of the shower that you shave your legs with and shave off the tail end of your eyebrows. Did he not say that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going off of audio instruction. Yes, you're the best.
Quick disclaimer, you do not have to shave your eyebrows off.
I really hate
You
to do
really
this.
are!
Of course I am.
Oh my god. Okay.
Salty.
That's a lot.
Is it?
That's like half.
That's what I usually, that's the tail.
Okay.
You shave at the arch, right?
I don't know.
Oh, I kind of miss them already. It's fine, they'll grow back in a week. Eyebrows grow back faster than you guys think. It's fine. Let's keep going.
All you're gonna need is your favorite brow pencil. Today I'm using the Anastasia brow pencil in the shade medium brown.
I don't have medium brown, but I have some Anastasia pencils. What do I do?
The first rule of thumb is that the inside of your brow should always align with the outside of your nostril.
All right, so that's interesting. Inside of the brow should line up with the outside of the nostril. I'm assuming he means here. I can't see if that's what he means, but I assume he means outside of the nostril there. That seems far out though to me to start it there, but I'm gonna go off of that. It's definitely farther than I usually place the eyebrow. It's also farther than where my natural hairs grow. Let's try it.
The beginning of your brow arch should align perfectly with the outside edge of your pupil.
Outside edge of the pupil. And truth be told, I'm cheating a little bit here accidentally just because I already know this rough trick. I don't know if I would know exactly what he was talking about if I didn't know the trick, but that marks where the arch should be.
If you hold your brow pencil at the corner of your nose and head it at the corner of your eye, I'm gonna want my brow tail right there.
Right there.
Let's go ahead and actually start filling in the brow. I'm gonna hold my pencil vertically to my face.
Vertically to his face. What does that mean? This is vertical. Does he mean like this? He couldn't possibly mean like this. That's what he says though. So that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe it's a trick, I don't know. Interesting, it feels so wrong to me.
Kind of flick it upwards to create natural looking hair strokes.
See, this is interesting because I don't like using just a brow pencil to fill in my brows, perhaps because I'm starting with nothing usually. So I feel like a pencil is not a good option for us invisibrowers. You know, they're sisters, not quite twins, but I think that's extra appropriate for this video. I'm gonna skip some of his brow instruction after this point because I'm not trying to discredit his instructions. They're probably dead on for people with visible brow hairs, but since I have sort of a special case invisibrow setup, it's not quite applicable to me.
And now we finally get to move on to the fun part, the eyeshadow. For my shadow today, I'm gonna be using the 35B palette.
I used to have the palette that he's using, but I don't anymore. I will Google what the palette looks like to make sure that I'm getting a similar color to what he's using.
Fluffy brush and dip into the yellow shade in the bottom corner.
Looking at a picture of the palette, it's just a straight like canary yellow color. So I'm gonna use this yellow from the Sugar Pill Pro palette. So I have this big fluffy brush. It's not the exact one that he's using, but I'm assuming it's similar enough. Maybe.
And start using circular motions to place that shadow right up in there and to blend it out. You want to keep the yellow up here in order to make a nice transition between skin tone.
You like stress me out that you don't tap your brush before you... I get like so much fallout because I do my face.
Oh, I never get fallout. Oh, I say that and I have
I
yellow.
was gonna say,
Damn.
so much.
Damn. What a noob. I am a beginner. I usually don't get fallout because I'm usually like, let's move on.
And I'm gonna dip into the bright orange shade.
I have a bright orange shade in this palette, so I will use that. This is the exact brush he is using. Sweet.
But I'm gonna hold this one a lot more horizontal to my face. It is staying exactly where we want it in the crease.
Okay, so we're putting it in the crease.
I'm next gonna go back into my M433 that had the orange shade on it and blend right over that red.
Oh.
What?
Frick! I just dropped purple eyeshadow all over my pants, which are not purple.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's okay. There's no point. Okay, so we got a clean M433 compliments of Miss Katy. Dipping in the red. He said he didn't want it to go anywhere but the crease. And I'm gonna blend that out, but I currently feel like that this is probably wrong. I don't know why, but I feel like this isn't quite right. However, I'm just going off the audio and my best guess. I like how I'm in a beanie for this whole video. That was not the plan at all, but...
Next is gonna be our final color, which is dark purple. So for this, I'm gonna grab my M506, which is that tiny purple shade.
Oh, M506! That's my favorite brush that I usually use for my crease brush. I'm so glad he appreciates this brush too.
That tiny little fluffy brush, and dip into the cool tone dark purple shade right up in here.
Cool tone, dark purple shade. Just use the remnants of all the purple eyeshadow I spilled on my pants. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a warm toned purple though, so it doesn't benefit us. He was really descriptive, and yet I'm really second guessing if I know what to do here. Look at how purple my hand is. That's from just very gently trying to brush off all the purple eyeshadow that fell onto my pants. So I'm gonna use this purple because it's cool toned and it's dark and it's purple. What do I do with that and this brush?
I always like to start off in the outer corner, and when I grab the product, I always make sure to not really put a lot on my brush. As you can see, I really just packed it in there and barely anything showed up. The shadow carefully in my outer V. Just imagine that there's a V from the corner of your eye right up into your crease if they were to connect, and that is where you should put your outer V.
I don't know how big of a V he's talking about. I never realized how much I base instruction off of seeing how someone breaks up where exactly you're blending each color. But right about now, I wish I could see how much purple he's really anticipating using. Like, this is where things are starting to get tricky for me because I'm starting to question if we're still on the same page. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. I'm gonna hope that that's close. Like, I'm worried it's starting to look muddy. I don't know. I think we should move on.
Now we get to the fun part, cutting the crease. If you grab the end of your brush and lightly poke around your eye area, you should actually be able to feel your crease. Eyeball, which you shouldn't push in because I'm not trying to get sued if you go blank.
That's funny for this video. At least we'd still be able to follow your tutorial, James, if we went blind poking our eyes.
Follow the shape of my crease.
He keeps calling it a half cut crease. I'm gonna assume he means to cut the whole crease, and then we're gonna fill in half of the lid with another shadow. I don't actually know for sure though. As thorough as he is, I'm not entirely sure about what I should be doing right here. So I'm just gonna guess.
I'm first gonna grab the white in the top corner, and I'm gonna pack this right on the inner corner of the eye.
Okay, so I have a white. Okay, then what?
Then with that same exact brush, grabbing the yellow and packing that right next door. And since the concealer is wet, you have to work fast. Then grabbing the orange, then the red, and then finally the purple, connecting it right into that outer V.
We have to work fast, I'm scared. So we're doing all the colors in the crease, just on the lid. I assume next to each other like this. That makes the most sense to me. And he said next to. Next to could mean a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure it means this. Sorry, I'm in the frame like this half the time because I'm hunched over in hurry mode. He said don't worry about blending, so I'm gonna take his advice and I'm gonna not worry about it right now. I'm gonna blend a little bit. So I'm not quite sure how he's divvying up space for each color on the lid, but I'm just trying my best to kind of give it a bit of an even gradient for each. Oh, I see why it's called a half cut crease now. That's fun. I like it. Well, mine doesn't look bad, but I have a feeling his looks a lot better than mine because I feel like my crease area is muddy now compared to the lid area. Let's move on.
Before I do the yellow, I do want to add a little bit of a metallic shade on the inner corner just for a little pop of shimmer, and for this I'm going to use the Tarte Chrome Paint in the shade Top Yacht.
I have so much PR makeup that I need to dig in and unpack, and I thought that it was in this huge mess of that, but I looked in my kit and I already added it to my kit. I have, oh, it just snowed on me. I have Top Yacht. I'm so excited. I have the exact thing we need.
pop of shimmer.
That just reminds me of Hereditary.
I can't do it. Mine's terrible.
You can't do it? You got it.
His is loud.
Yeah, his is loud. His is like, I don't know. Okay, so we're taking Top Yacht.
And you guys, that is the upper shadow all complete. We're gonna take a break from shadow for a second and move on to the winged liner.
Yay, winged liner. Here's where I mess it all up.
What I really like to use is a felt tip liner.
I feel like there are two types of felt tip liquid liners. The first is one that is bomb, that works, that doesn't transfer. I feel like every other felt tip liquid liner I've ever tried, which would include pretty much all of these that I have right here, have transferred at some point onto the lid, and I don't want to risk messing it up with that. So I will still take his advice on how to do the wing so that it looks the same, but I'm going to use what I'm really comfortable using and what I currently have, the Tarte's Clay Paint Liner by Tarte, and an angled brush.
I'm going to kind of rest my elbow on my chest to make sure my arm is not going anywhere, and I'm gonna start right at the outer corner, and I'm gonna draw a line upwards.
Sounds like he does eyeliner the exact same way that I do. I don't know how intense of a winged eyeliner he's doing. I'm going to try to keep it kind of small so that it doesn't overpower all of the work we did on the eyelids. Because you can follow his instructions there and still end up with two very different kinds of eyeliner, depending on how heavy you make it.
The hard part is over, thank God. Jumping back into the shadow quickly to finish off the lower lash line, we're just gonna replicate the same exact color.
Whoa, he just spoke so fast, I have no idea what he said. James. I just heard, let's try this again.
Jumping back into the shadow quickly to finish off the lower lash line, we're just gonna replicate the same exact colors that we did on the top, on the bottom. Nothing looks weirder than when you have shadow blended out and there's just like a harsh divide right here.
Where? When there's a harsh divide, right where? I assume he means between right here and there, but I'm not sure. What brush is he using? Oh God, so much just happened so fast. I think he just wants me to rainbow this shit under my eye. I think that's what he said. I'm gonna do that. That was a lot of instruction in 30 seconds. Okay.
Doing my waterline is by far my least favorite step in my makeup routine.
Really?
Just skip it. Most helpful makeup tip you'll ever receive. My personal favorite is a nude liner. As you can see, it just looks so nice. You can of course use a black liner as well for a more sultry.
As I can see. No. Okay, so I have the Smashbox nude liner. It's shimmery, so it ought to be very pretty. I never use nude liner. If I'm going to use anything other than black in the waterline, I'll use white because I like when it's like blindingly weird. But let's try this. Not seeing a big difference there. I'm also gonna try the white. I assume his is more visible than mine is, so there we go.
Our next step, of course, is gonna be a good coat of mascara. If you're like me and you want a little bit more drama, a little bit of a bigger impact, today we're gonna do some falsies. For today's look, I'm gonna go with, you guessed it, the Lily Lashes in the style Miami.
Okay, so unfortunately, I don't have any of the Lily Lashes in Miami, which really sucks because I'm pretty sure I'm getting some in the mail tomorrow, but we will go with the second best option that I have right now. I've been digging these a lot lately. They are Allura Light from House of Lashes.
A few moments later.
Alexa, pause. Katie, what did you just say to me? Where did you have to depict a heaven and hell?
I depict a heaven and hell.
For what?
In middle school.
In middle school.
Like a collage of what we would have in a heaven and what we would have in a hell.
And who did you put in heaven?
Mario Lopez.
And what did you put in hell?
Elbows. I don't like elbows. A lot of people's elbows are like dry and scaly and dirty.
What are mine like?
Yours are actually not bad.
This one's got makeup on it and this one's got bad spray tan on it. Wow, my arms are so much darker than my face. Oops. You've been one of my best friends for 5 years, and I never knew she hated elbows until this very moment. I feel like I don't even know you.
I don't like my teeth to touch the wood, but guys don't like teeth to touch the wood either. I can't even speak.
I'm just gonna edit that in with zero context leading up to why we got here, and then I'll go back and explain what happened. Not that that's gonna make a whole lot more sense, but...
Flashback.
I don't like elbows and I don't like wood.
Wood? Wood?
Like, okay, if you're eating like a fudge pop and you have to eat the popsicle off of the wood.
Yes.
Ew.
Yes. Okay, so you don't like wood in your mouth.
Sometimes. Sorry, Mom.
End of flashback.
God, I had such a hard childhood with these crusty elbows. I feel like there's probably one person in mind that I can think of that like made me hate elbows.
Oh wow, this is getting more and more personal, and as the deeper we dive into the elbow hatred. Well, let me see your elbows. Wow, they actually look like they're exfoliated. Do you exfoliate your freaking elbows?
I put lotion on them.
Alright, lashes are done. What else?
With our lashes done, I think that actually completes our eye look for today. So I'm gonna quickly throw on a lip, add some setting spray, and I'll be right back to finish off this video.
What color lip? No, what color lip? Wait, We came that far with thorough instruction. Granted, I know that it's not like a full face tutorial, but he doesn't say what lip he pairs with this. Oh no, he doesn't.
Why don't you do Tinder picks your... I'm just kidding.
Tinder picks my lipstick for right now. I deleted Tinder already, but there will still be a part 3. Don't freak out. If I were James, what lipstick would I put with this look? Honestly, what I think would look really bomb with this would be a black lipstick, but I highly doubt he did a black lipstick. So I'm guessing he did like a nude lip because this is such an intense eye look. So I'm gonna do a nude lip. I'm just gonna reapply the color that I already had on in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna mix it with Lolita too, just because I feel like this is too gray for how warm of a look that is. I feel like this lip does not work with the eyes. F this lipstick, I hate it.
I should like smear my makeup and like put my hair in a messy bun and be like, I'm back.
I got really wasted.
Hours later. And I'm drunk.
I hate elbows.
And wood.
I'm gonna try our Lips Are Sealed. This is the Too Faced Melted Matte Alic Liquid Lipstick. No, I didn't say that funny. That's what it's called. Matte Dash Talic. I hate it. Why can't I find something that I like with this? You know what, Katy? We're going with your suggestion. We're gonna do Cyber or something like it. James, this is your fault for not telling me how this ends. And I'm just gonna go through lipsticks until I find something that'll maybe work. So we got Dark Sided from Sugar Pill. It's probably close to Cyber. This is the perfect solution. I said black would look cool. You said dark purple would look cool. You was right, which is probably nothing like what James did.
You're done.
I'm done.
She's done.
Okay, scale of 1 to 10, how close do you think I was to James's actual look? Maybe minus the lips, since I'm not sure what he did for that at all.
The eyeshadow is 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah, it is.
10 out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah! Okay, but counting my lipstick, how close on a scale of 1 to 10 was I?
It's hard to judge because the eyeshadow's so good, but then the lips are totally wrong.
Totally wrong.
So
5 out of 10?
yeah, I mean, if you're basing it off of that, you got it half right.
Okay.
50%.
Okay. Show me the money.
It's really good.
Oh yeah, his purple is more pigmented than mine.
Well, you guys also didn't have the same palette.
He has more lid space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting on a pink. I want to see how close it looks if the lipstick's not distracting you from how wrong it is. I should just put on Lolita in the first place. That's basically Lolita. Mm-hmm. I was given no instruction whatsoever. It doesn't count. I feel like his looks more red than mine, like more purple and red, and mine looks more orange and yellow. I feel like at any one step, if I had gotten too far away from what he did, it would just kind of snowball and get further and further away from his look. But luckily, it was pretty close. He was very detailed, very thorough. It's not absurd that someone wouldn't describe in great detail what they're doing via audio if they know they have visuals to back it up, but it's something to think about. I'd like to do this challenge again, but with someone else who is maybe relying more on the visual, because again, James was being super thorough, not just because he is detailed in general, but because he was explaining this for beginners.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious what a more casual tutorial either from him or from someone else would be. So let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see me follow another person's tutorial based on audio only and who it would be. Don't tell me what video because I can't look them up obviously without ruining it. But the world is our oyster because like I said, I don't really watch makeup tutorials. So I haven't seen most of them.
Oh my goodness.
I know, isn't that funny? The
Worst
beauty guru who doesn't watch beauty gurus
ever.
What did you say?
Best beauty guru ever. I said that.
Rude.
I'm drunk.
Actually, you do my outro.
I can't.
Just tell them to like, subscribe,
Like,
and hit the bell.
subscribe. Hit the bell. Thanks.
Now say bye.
Bye.